Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh my God, today sucked. You ever have one of those days where you're like, wow, today can end already? That was
Yeah.
today.
For you, yeah. You
Yeah,
want to
I
tell
have.
us about your day?
Oh, it was just okay, I just want to say I'm not going to get into details. If you want that, you have to pay us on Patreon. But I just want to say if you see a parent out there struggling with their child in the middle of the street, please empathize with them. At the very least, give them sympathy because they too do not want to be there blocking you for
Yeah.
for this light cycle. They are also not wanting to do that, and yeah, like my daughter was just she's too heavy. That's the thing. She's getting bigger, so I can't just
Pick her
move
up and
her
throw her.
safely when I need to. I need to go to the gym is what I need to do.
Yeah,
I need to
you
start
gotta, like,
lifting.
Rocky montage. You got this.
Yeah, like I was like, she's like 75 pounds. She's like tall and I'm just like trying to lift her. I have two bags. Like at one point I threw the bags to the sidewalk so that I could use like all of my arms. It was just it was not good. And then my heart rate went up to like 150 and then I vomited. And I'm like on the corner of the road like holding her. Like it was just and then someone drove by and asked what size a woman was like, what size clothes does she wear? I have clothes in the back. I was like, thank you, but we live like down the street. We're fine. So that was nice. But wasn't a great 9 a.m. start to my day. And then from there it went downhill.
Oh, like that. That's like the thing that is blah.
And
Yeah,
when
it's
something bad
so
happens in the
bad.
morning, it literally sets precedent to how your whole fucking day is gonna go. I honestly believe that. If I stub
And
my
you
toe in the
feel
morning, I
it
know.
too. Like you don't even like. It's like now the day is ruined. Like I need to start tomorrow. Like just hurry up, day, finish.
Because you know, like it's doom and gloom. You know it's coming. You're just like, fuck, like whatever.
I've had to restart days. I'm like, nope, this is a wash. That's it. I'm waiting till
Yep.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, that's it. If I worry
Yeah.
about today, I'm just gonna cry. So like that's it. Today doesn't count. Redo tomorrow.
Yeah. I pretty much
Basically.
like shut down. I was like, just and Lyric was good for the rest of the day at home. Like she even put herself in her room for a couple hours during the day. I think she
Nice.
also was tired from the meltdown.
Yeah, yeah.
So she needed her own space. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I can like zone out on the couch. And that's all I did. I just vegetated today. that was it. Get nothing from me.
Self-care is important.
Yeah, sometimes is what the brain needs, right? Just
To
Fuck
turn
this
off.
shit. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
So since I deserve it after today, I went and ordered myself a case of beer. So I'm just drinking Michelob Ultra. It's 90 calories a can, so I know what I'm drinking.
Very
Trying
nice.
to watch my calories because I find I've been like I'm starting to not fit in my big clothes, and I can't afford to get new bigger clothes. Like once you get to a certain size in women's clothes, it gets so much harder, and I'm kind of at
so
that
much more expensive.
cusp. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like a size 16 to 18 right now, and it's like it's getting impossible to like find clothes, or like you have to order them online and hope for the best. So I'm like, I'll just try to get back to a 14. That's fine.
Yeah.
I could just manage a 14. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Sonia, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking cold meds.
Woo!
Neocitrin, cold and flu, extra ultra strength.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm drinking another poppy here. Actually, I have it here,
Ooh,
and it
YouTube
is
exclusive.
wild berry.
Is there alcohol in that?
Nope. It's 5%. It's 5-gram sugar pop. That's it. And then I have it in ice.
It looks like
Ooh,
alcohol.
It does. It looks like a nice little alcoholic can.
It is not though, but if everyone wants to think that, that's okay too.
We'll just pretend.
Yes. Though I should be celebrating because you know how we were talking earlier, like a couple weeks ago, about how David was the one husband that didn't have the V. That changed today, and he got it done. So he's ice packing right now. Oh God, I am.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yes. Everyone should get a vasectomy.
Everyone, including
everyone.
us. We should live stream our vasectomies.
I'm pro vasectomy.
Same. Because I'm anti-life. I don't think life should continue. So
yeah. I'm anti-human race. Like,
yeah, fuck that. Like,
well,
kill them all.
I was I've been rewatching like Teen Mom. I'm on like the newer seasons, and they're actually like pushing vasectomies like hard on that show, which I really appreciate. Like 3 of the dads on that show have gotten vasectomies and like had some level, whether there's the consultation, the actual procedure, talking about it on camera, and they're all like, yeah, like talking about it, and I'm like, that's good job.
Good.
Yeah, I think it like will like it helps because like men are afraid, and I understand. Don't know why, like women push shit out of themselves, no issues, but like. You know, it's like an experience you've never experienced before, and you know, you're worried your balls will hurt.
I think it's because they're worried that they'll get a complication and won't ever come again. But unfortunately, like women's coming is never a priority. So if they suffer damage having a baby and never come again, well, that's never like a question. You're supposed to have babies. It doesn't matter the risk there. But I think men get so they're like, I can't fuck up my balls. You know?
They're just testicles. You'll be fine. You can get like your balls stay there. It's just like a little slice in the middle. And then they burn the little tubes inside and then they close it up.
Yeah,
there's
and
not
then
even
your
stitches.
semen.
David has a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
Like, he was showing me. He took off his jockstrap and he's just like, here, look at the Band-Aid. I was like,
yeah, they don't do stitches anymore. It's just a little because it's one little slice.
Yep.
And they do both vas deferens through that slice.
Mm-hmm.
Now
it's with lasers or whatever. It's
like,
super high tech. There's no scalpels. It's nothing like that anymore.
Kyle's scar is like this big. I'm like, well, it kind of like is in the middle, so it like separates his testicles. Like, so like that's big. I'm like, yeah, that's like not just because his.
Every time you tell us stories about his, I'm just like, did they go to a good doctor? I'm wondering.
Or did he have like a complication and they like told him and he like forgot?
It was 15 years ago.
I feel like almost 7 years ago.
I feel like this is normal scar size for 15
Dave's was 7 hours ago.
Yeah, Chris got his before Lyric was born. She turned 7 in May.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
3 years difference. They really updated the technology.
Maybe because the guy was so old because he retired shortly after.
Okay.
It's like, can't sue me. I'm gone.
That's right. I don't know. See, now I'm questioning because like the procedure went as how we read about it and like how the pamphlets went and everything. So like they like tie off the balls with the like rubber band, you know?
Yeah, they do that to hold it steady.
Yeah. And then they cut into it. And then they do their soldering.
Dave said that like he was doing whatever, and then every once in a while he felt a slap on his testicles, like just like a
because they gotta move it over.
And then you do again, and he's like, why are you playing with my balls, man? Like, stop. This isn't fun for either of us. Like, just get it done and get out.
Yeah, a lot of them say like the most painful part is like getting the numbing.
Yeah, David said he felt the needles.
Yeah, you feel the needle and then you don't feel the rest of it.
Yeah.
You put some cream on it first.
He did. He got numbing cream, and then he said he still felt like the needle go in. Like, it didn't like hurt, but like
there's still pressure.
Yeah, he felt it, and then that was it. And then he said he felt like slaps around. That was
yeah.
Did you go in with him? No, I guess you didn't.
No, I stayed home with Kayla because I had no choice. Like,
fair.
By the time his appointment, like, I wouldn't be able to go. But David's mom drove him, and so she was there, which is pretty awkward because all these other husbands were with their wives, and there he is with his mother.
She's like, you're not reproducing.
So yeah, it was good times.
Fuck, if I was like a guy, if I had a penis and balls, I would have gotten fixed at like the minute I turned an adult.
Yeah, like 19, you're like, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, it's an outpatient procedure. You get to go home that day.
Mm-hmm. It's not even done in hospitals. It's in a fucking clinic.
Well, you go to the doctors. You like,
yeah, it's a doctor's office basically. It's a very sterile doctor's office, but it's a doctor's office.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mad.
And it can be reversed, okay, for cheap.
No, it's not. So I read on about that because, like, you get obviously like the consent form will tell you that the reversals are not guaranteed. Like, you can get
oh yeah, they can't say they're guaranteed like that.
Actually, they're more likely not guaranteed than it's very high, and
it's because they burn them.
They cauterize it now.
Yeah,
they don't
they just
tie
hide them. It's a lot easier for a reversal, but when they burn them, it's a lot harder. But that's one reason they recommend freezing sperm.
Yeah,
if like that's like a concern of yours.
Yeah, and then they said the procedure is very expensive and not covered by OHIP if you chose to get a reversal.
Did it go up? I thought it was 5,000.
I don't know, but it just said very expensive.
When
OHIP
was it 5,000?
When Kyle did.
Okay, so yes, it probably is up now.
It probably went up like just in a couple of years, Sonia.
Like I know my mom, she had 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, got her tubes tied, and then met her third husband, and he never had any kids. He's like a few years younger than her, but he's only 13 years older than me. And she literally went in to, like, she's never had a cesarean or anything, but when she went in to get her tubes untied, because of how much they had to do, because she had her tubes like burned and tied and everything, like everything they could do, they literally gave her a cesarean scar.
Just here you go, have fun.
Because they needed to like get to all the parts, and like so the scar that she was supposed to get ended up a little bit bigger than she was prepared, and they never were able to have kids anyway.
Yeah, when you like tie and burn,
yeah.
They should have told her that though, like when they did the procedure, like, look, your chances are gonna be like very little, very, very little. Don't do it.
Well, and she was like in her late 40s, like mid to late 40s at the time as well. So there was like,
also she shouldn't be having kids. Like,
fucking yes.
I don't think anyone past the age of 35 should be getting knocked up. That's just my.
Did you hear about the grandmother or the great grandmother?
No, but I heard about all the fucking celebrity males that are like in their 80s having children now, and I'm like, you guys are fucking disgusting and selfish, and don't get me fucking started.
Yeah, no, there was this great grandmother that went into the hospital for stomach pains. Like she was like 80. I think she was like 80 something, or it was like 79. And found out she was pregnant, like a few months pregnant with a viable fetus. So,
and she's obviously been through menopause for a while now, or what she assumed was menopause.
Yeah.
No, oh my god. So while TikTok is still here, I was scrolling. I was doom scrolling, and some girl's like 47, and she's like, "So, I thought I was like going through the change, right?" She's like talking about it. She's like telling her symptoms, like, you know, hot flashes, whatever. Turns out she was 22 weeks pregnant.
Well, that's not something I want to hear.
Get a test quick.
So she was past the time of where she could even yeetus the fetus at this point, because she was 22 weeks. And so she's like, I guess, like, and then I think her oldest child was having their baby too.
Oh my god.
Because she's almost 50. And so she's having a kid, but she looked really good for being 47, but still.
But still. Oh my god.
No.
I heard, actually doom scrolling on TikTok, and then I double checked, scary menopausal thing. So you know, in puberty you start to get your like labia minoras start to kind of flourish. get a little bigger, whatever.
Will fill out. Yeah.
Fill out, yeah. They go away during menopause.
Your lady lips go away during menopause.
Well, your labia minoras.
Yes, I know. The lips, the flowery parts.
I can't imagine my vagina going and like my
back to being like 4, like because like I'm thinking like because you don't really have that at 4, and then they like
no, you get them during puberty, like they fill out during puberty,
yeah,
and then I like men's dicks grow during puberty, and they get to keep those. So I just assume
not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure they shrink too.
Well, they probably get like saggy skin and it gives the shrinking effect, I'm sure.
No,
less blood flow.
I think it shoots up a little.
What happens is their pelvic fat starts to sag a little, so it goes over the penis. So the penis doesn't shrink. It just looks like it's getting sucked in, but it's just the fat in front of their pelvic bone just like taking over.
It's like when bigger men like lose weight, then they're if you lose any fat there. I mean, I'm gaining fat there, so I can't.
I'm gaining and I'm like got stretched skin. It's a whole situation.
But I'm like, I need my labial minoras. I don't know my vagina without them. I'm too involved.
Like I said, it's like a reverse. Like it's like getting sucked back in after it came out.
I don't want to die with a child vagina.
That's what I mean, right?
Vagina.
No, because then your hair falls out too. You get
pubic hair, but you don't get the rest of it. This is the worst.
No, because your pubic hair. No, your pubic hair slowly like falls out too. By the way, with old age. Yeah.
I'm already bald. It's like balding.
It's like receding hairline.
But you'll get a beard. I'm telling you, you're going to get a beard because your estrogen levels drop. Like, you don't have as much estrogen and you lose your lady figure. It's...
Okay, this is the worst because this is happening in my 30s because my ovaries are shutting down.
It's happening and I'm almost 40. Like, I get it. Like, I'm getting a beard and I'm fucking balding. Like, I get it.
I just keep hoping it's something like menopausal women take, like my grandmother used to take like estrogen and that kind of stuff, but it's like I've gone this long without birth control. Why do I want to get on birth control to help the process of me not having birth anyway? Like, this is annoying.
Well, don't go on birth control. You can go on straight estrogen though. You can go but there's side effects. Well, there's side effects with fucking everything. So
I just hate how all female healthcare is just hormones.
Yeah. Without the hormone testing, though. They'll just say it's your hormones and whatever and not even fucking test you because that's expensive and they don't want to pay for that.
And it often comes back inconclusive anyway.
It can, yeah.
Well, for me, anyway. You're supposed to take it like over a period of time and everything like that so that they can get a baseline and then see. I think hormone testing should like happen when you start getting your pap smears.
I think it should be every 2 to 3 years. The minute
you start getting your period, like then at least you have a baseline. You're like, I'm feeling off, and then they see a spike or a decrease.
Like, okay, market it. So like, you know how there's like the diabetes like tester thing? Like you can prick your finger, put it on the little blood thing, and it like reads it for you, and then it keeps the track of it online, and you can send it to your doctors, or you can just monitor it yourself. Like,
I mean, that would be amazing, but I think you have to separate it. Like, you know, those blood spinning machines. I think you'd have to do the same thing too.
No, I think
they can you could do tests at home via saliva too. So.
Yeah, there's a hormone test you pee on.
Oh, okay, then So why aren't they doing it anyway then? Because like that would have been the first thing.
Women healthcare doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you're right. No, because I'm thinking a pregnancy test is pretty much a hormone test, right? It's the HG, which is done at home. So why couldn't they fucking? This is bullshit. We just solved a science problem, but we don't have the money to like
fix it.
Be with big pharma, yeah.
That's one reason I love that some people are starting to talk about how the male body like affects pregnancy more and how like all these things people didn't realize about like male hormones, because I'm like, once we make it a male problem, it'll get solved. So it's like, women are hormonal because we go through this 28-day cycle, and during these periods we have peaks and whatever. Well, men go through that in like a day. Like their testosterone peaks in the morning, and so it's like they're having like little hormonal outbursts like during the day.
They
but no one calls them
PMS
hormonal.
every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
It's
And they're
a lot.
finding that the sperm has a greater effect on like the building of the placenta and how the embryo implants. So like a lot of like they even found that like men smoking weed has a higher effect on miscarriage than if the female smoked weed, which is weird.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel like men should try to get women healthcare. Just complain about it. Like that's pretty much the power you have. Complain about it. That's fine. Say all people should get hormone care.
Blame autism. Just say like things will happen if you want something done, be like, if you don't do it, there'll be autism. And then people will do it because they're like, big fear. Big fear.
Yeah, high hormone variations lead to autism during puberty, studies suggest.
There you go.
Yeah, don't know what studies, but people believe it. You don't need peer review or nothing.
No, just say that. Just say that. Now it's going to be, there we go. It's out in the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
We're manifesting things.
That's right. Manifesting millions. That'd be nice. I just can't believe I don't have it. Like, that's crazy.
Me neither, man.
I gotta
when you mentioned it.
Maybe start a topic.
Yeah, we're like 21 minutes in. I feel like we just need to get Joe Rogan's attention.
Yeah,
he talks
maybe
about
he
us
could
one time.
Talk, even if it's shit. He can talk shit about us, like roast us or whatever.
But then talk about things we want him to talk.
Tag Joe Rogan. Share to Joe Rogan. If you know Joe Rogan,
if you know him,
my number.
I got friends with Joey.
We're gonna send him an email asking him if he wants to be on our podcast.
Hey, Rogue the man.
Joey. Do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert? I think we're all introverts. No, Jessica's an extrovert.
I'm a drunk.
She's a drunk. Fair.
Do you want to do a different one? I'm
an extroverted, introverted. Well, I don't know. What do you guys?
No, if you go again. You start again.
Okay. Oh, I'm introverted if I don't know you, but crazy obnoxious when I do. Like I'm like, let's do this, blah 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 blah. So I
feel like that's introverts though, like in general.
No, she's extrovert one-on-one. Even with strangers, if it's one-on-one, she's
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. But if it's a huge group of people, then she's like, no, I want the corner.
But I think she's gotten better with that. I mean, I know you were only at the one Toronto Comic-Con with us, but you were communicating with people, talking with people. Yeah,
I was
medicated.
You can do it. Yeah, I can. Like so I take Vyvanse, and it really helps with my social anxiety because a lot of times when I am interacting with people, my brain shuts down because of all the anxiety. Mm-hmm. But when my thoughts are able to come out coherent and in order, it's a lot easier to communicate with others. And I don't get so much social anxiety because I'm not stumbling over all my words. So I find that it really helps my social anxiety, not because it's helping the chemicals in my brain for the social anxiety. I just have the tools to be successful in those conversations.
Yeah.
Got to be drugged. Just like with the books and booze thing, I was going to every single booth.
You were.
Like, hey. But I couldn't do public speaking. Like I can't go in front of a stand and blah, blah, blah. Like that'd be way too difficult.
See, well, when we start our live shows, they're going to be small pubs. It's going to be 30 people. And we're just going to be doing this and drinking.
I'm going to be wasted first.
It'll be fine. That's fine.
See, I'm an introvert. Like, I don't want to go out half the time or whatever, but I will fake it. Like, I can fake being an extrovert. Is that my cat?
It's not our cats.
Yeah, it's not my cat, so yes, that's yours.
Your cat wants a boyfriend.
I don't know where she's at. If I can hear her.
I can hear her.
Lushes! Anyway.
All my males are fixed.
It's my horny bitch. Anyway. But yeah, like I can fake it. I can fake being social, but internally I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Just let me alone.
But I also find like you're also kind of like a yes person. So if someone like asks you somewhere or something like that and you're available, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, as long as I feel like it's not the effort on your part to go out and seek these people and
Oh, I definitely don't seek it.
Yeah.
I just like I don't mind I'm very like relaxed. I'll be like, well, yeah, sure, like you want to go out, let's go out, let's do whatever. And I'm fine being in those social like structures, like I'm fine with it. I just don't seek it out. I don't want it. I just do it because I'm socially supposed to. That's all.
You're like, I'm told I have to do these things to be a human.
It's like you need to show emotion. Like, fine, like I guess, whatever.
You can't
what emotion am I supposed to show? Yeah, like damn it.
I'm just a hype man. That's like it at the so a couple days ago there was a podcast event in Toronto. It was just a meet and greet at like this nerdy bar. And I went by myself because you two couldn't come, unfortunately. And like I go to these events like by myself and like I just roam. I just roam around. I like insert myself. Dawn's seen this. You saw this at Pod Campfire.
Mm-hmm.
I just find this way to like insert myself into conversations. Like I just like walk up like then I'm just there and then like they say something and I just like I'm just inserting myself and I respond.
Oh my God, I can't do that.
Yeah, neither can I.
I need to be invited into the conversation.
Same.
Like I can't just be like, hey, ha 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 ha.
Or someone needs to approach me, like, and be like, hi, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm so-and-so too. But I can't just be like, hey, so want to be my friend? No.
And I make sure to ask lots of questions because I find lots of like as an extrovert, even I love talking, but so, like if they talk about themselves, it gives me time.
You had to think about something?
Yes, yeah. Right? So you just ask a question, like, what do you do? Oh, what's your podcast about? Oh, yeah, talk about this. Oh, how's that going? You know, let them go on. And then I'm, like, taking in the information. And then I will take that, like, especially at networking events, I'll take that information. And then I'll go talk to someone else. And I'll be talking to them. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I just met so-and-so whose podcast is about, and I'm talking about them now.
So yeah, you never have to talk about yourself. Yeah, that's smart. I like that. Because, like, unless someone asks me a specific question, I don't know what fucking answer you want. Like, so I like that. That's a really good strategy. Yeah.
And it's funny because then that person eventually hears that I was talking about them and telling like, oh yeah, how awesome their podcast is. And then people's like on the Discord right now, people were saying, oh, Jessica's working the room. And like people were like, she's a hype man, like she's hyping everyone up. And I was like, well, what else am I gonna do? Do you like me though?
Yeah, like
nobody wants to be liked.
I just want to be popular.
Hey, they know me. I'm the weird girl that runs around talking about other podcasts.
Do you find like your social battery drains faster in some situations than others?
Yeah. It really depends if I'm like, if I'm drinking. That's like funny enough, that is a big one. Because like just raw dogging social situations seems a little intense. Like I can do it, but
it's more draining.
Yeah, it's not as fun, you know, because then it's like I feel like it's almost like a safety because I feel like then if I do something, it's like second beer, you know, like it's like a throwaway. It's not me, guys.
It's the beer.
And that actually happened. Like literally the first handshake I gave, I accidentally missed and hit the guy and my nail popped off. And no one noticed. So I'm like sneakily trying to grab it from the floor, put it in my pocket, go over to my table, glue it back on. But but another time, same night, I take a drink, it splashes in my face. I'm like, oops. And it's just like, alcohol. And then we move on. But if I'm sober and doing that, what then?
Yeah,
I'm just a slob. I'm so sorry.
I do that type of shit sober all the fucking time.
What are you gonna do?
It's the tism. You can blame the tism. You don't need to blame alcohol. I'm awkward.
That's the thing is like the minute you're just like talking to random people having a good time and you're like and like normies. I'm talking normies. Sometimes they're normies. They have business podcasts, they're not as tismy as us. Then it's like, it's the tism. And they're like, what's a tism? Or what's it? And then
we're
neurospicy.
What does that mean?
It's like, and I'm like, now this is even more awkward. So I'd rather just hold a beer. Like, it just seems like the easier solution.
Yeah. Or you could just be like, hey, I don't like you. Like, that's fucking,
that would be me. That's what I do. I'd be like, I don't like you. Bye. Like, walk away.
I know. Dabri's like, okay, bye. Like, she doesn't even like end the conversation or say bye. Like, she'll just go. She'll just like turn around. It's like what my second born does. They'll talk about something, like start the conversation. Like, they'll start engaging with you. And then all of a sudden, without any knowledge or hint, the conversation's over and they walk away. I was in the middle of a fucking sentence. Like, what?
But you weren't interesting enough to stay. So
yeah, they just wanted to like spew out words, kind of like word vomit, and like it sounded like we were having a conversation, but no, it was
no. It was a monologue. You misread.
Yes,
that's your fault.
They were talking at you, not to you.
Exactly. And then like bye. So.
That's what I've learned living in a house of autistic people. Like sometimes I'm just like, okay, this isn't a conversation. So I just respond as in, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. As like permission to continue. But I'm not asking questions. I'm not going in there because they're not looking for me to listen. They're just looking for me to be there while they're talking. And I'm like, okay, soundboard time.
like parallel play, but it's like just conversation that they're having with themselves.
Yeah. So, and that happens with my husband too. He talks about sound gear on and on. I'm no idea, no interest, nothing.
Oh my god!
But like he's so interested in it. It's just like, yeah, cool, wow, didn't know that.
And then you you
still don't know that because you're not like it's not sticking.
There's too many letters and numbers in the names of things. I'm not gonna remember them.
You just like go on autopilot and then you just repeat, like ask a question about like 2 sentences before like that you kind of remember. It'd be like, oh, can you I wasn't quite understanding that. Can you explain more? And then you turn your brain off again, and then
yeah, you can't utilize all your brain for like someone else's hyperfixation. Sometimes you can't. You need brain capacity for your hyperfixation.
That's right. And they never notice when I'm like glossed over. Like, how do you not know I'm in my head right now? Like, I'm pretty sure sometimes I can catch my eyes like drifting and I have to like blink a few times. Oh shit, my eyes are like running away from this conversation too. And I have got a lazy eye. So like
they think you're having a stroke when they finally do notice. Like, Mom, what's wrong?
I'm like, oh, I got a twitch. Oh, like, or they're not paying attention to me, so they don't notice because like we don't make eye contact. We have autism. So, like,
I'm just imagining like you sitting in a room because you're moving back to near us, so this is like in the future. Okay. So you're sitting in a room and your kid's like talking at you, and then I walk in. And then I just see your eyes like all over, and I'm like, Sonia, somebody call an ambulance. Because I would notice I'm not talking at you during that moment.
Like, are you having a stroke? Like, fucking no, it's the crayon
what
factory.
What day is it?
I wouldn't know how to answer that. I'd be like, is it Tuesday?
Because literally, with strokes and stuff in the States, like one of the questions used to be, "Who's our president?" Like, who's our current president? And they found that they can't ask that no more. So
why?
Because MAGA people say it would. Well, they can probably ask it now because MAGA people will say it's Donald Trump. But during the Biden administration, MAGA people would say it's Donald Trump, even though it was Biden.
He's our real president.
Yeah, so you couldn't tell if they were stroking or just crazy. So they had to switch questions.
I feel like that's with a lot of people right now. Like, they're coping with life by like starting drug addictions. So like you like, they just say wacky stuff because their brain is not in reality. Like, how are you supposed to know if it's a stroke or if they're high?
Yeah. Dawn is now playing video games, and I got her House Party. If you haven't played that, it's a game.
Oh my god, I love this
banned
game.
On stream. And I was just bringing this up because my favorite girl is there is a girl in there. She dances by herself, and she's just like
Stephanie.
vibing.
I think her name is.
But she's so smart when it comes to drugs.
Yes.
Any drug, she like knows everything, very scientific, very blah blah, because she likes her drugs and she likes to know what she's doing.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Well, if you're gonna do drugs, you should kind of know about them, I think. Like,
I think so too. I think it's like Don't
I got her topless.
You don't know.
In the game, I got her topless.
Good for you.
Yeah. So she was like dancing around in her panties, and that was it. And like her boobs were flinging everywhere. It was great.
Did you cost you to get her topless, or did you use your charm?
I just used my charm. I gave her whippets.
I was gonna say, and the whippets.
Yeah. And then like I got her in the yard, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, yeah. And I was like, right. And then
you could dance topless with her.
Yes, you can. And then with Patrick, I pegged him. It's good times.
You're like obsessed with pegging Patrick. I think
I was so excited.
Did you do it twice to watch both positions?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Good for you.
I know. That's the only two that I've like got anywhere with. And then
you're like, go Patrick.
A couple of times like Frank beat me up because like I stole alcohol and he caught me.
Fuck you, Frank.
Fuck you, Frank.
Fucking straight edge Frank. He was like pissing me off. And he's like guarding the alcohol, like the liquor cabinet. I'm like, motherfucker, move.
I know the girl that like works with him. You wants a drink, and you can get her to drink.
Leah, yeah.
So what happens if you mess up? Like you do something you don't want to?
What do you mean do something you don't want to?
Like there's like an outcome that you're like, oh, I didn't want this outcome. Can you like start? Like, can you like go back?
No.
Oh.
You can save and go back to previous saves. So as long as you're saving, or you just restart the whole thing.
Yeah. Which is not hard. Like it's literally it's fine. Yeah. But you get
restart it. Yeah.
You get achievements like what was one of my achievements? Oh, I forget. But I got achievements.
Probably for the pegging.
Oh no! Someone walked in on me pegging Patrick.
Someone
Madison.
walked in.
Yeah, so we had public sex, so that was an achievement. And then there was another one of like listening to him ramble or something. Being a good friend, listening to him just like talk some shit.
My most recent achievement from that game is ice bath, where I got on every single person's shit list at the party.
Really?
Yeah, so if you get on every person's shit list, you get an achievement.
Okay.
It was an accident.
No, I asked
you were just saying like mean shit to everyone. You're like, fuck.
I wasn't even. I was trying, but I wasn't. I guess I was just wrong.
I was just wrong.
I sent Kyle a message like, "Can you download to get this game for me?"
Oh, House Party.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I figured like the minute Dawn was like, I'm getting a computer, I was like, okay, I know the games that she should try.
She should start with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like after this, like recording, I'm gonna start Honey Pop.
Yeah.
So you
see how that
finished
goes.
House Party already?
No. I'll
There's
just
a
go
lot
back
of
and-
outcomes you can do. Like
Yeah,
some
like, there's
quests
a
are
lot-
dual quests, like where like you have to pick like a choice and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well, now I know. I started my casino. Didn't get much into it because I only had like 30 minutes to play. And then my like poor Sims, I haven't touched them in a while.
I haven't even started Sims again. Like I have it downloaded on my computer. I just haven't started it.
It's time consuming. You spend 5 hours just like designing your character. I feel like it takes up too much time.
Simulation games are like that, I feel like you spend so much time creating that the actual gameplay is like meh.
It's boring. I'd just rather like build a house and like kill
That's
everybody.
why I play very straightforward like narration games a lot of the time so that I can like finish it.
So you can focus on it, eh? Like
It's like it ends eventually and there's a credit scene. So
I think the Outer Worlds I just finished again for like the 4th time.
Nice.
That it's like I played before bed, like just like, oh, pass the time.
I actually find I'm not extroverted online.
That's
Oh,
true.
I'm not
Come on.
online at all.
I am. Holy shit. I actually am.
Yeah. You're like TikTok and like you'll talk to people if they talk to you, like you'll chat with people.
Yeah. Like even on like Facebook back when I was like on it all the time, like I had so many people that like I had a following, remember?
You're like blah, blah, blah. You still have so many people on your Facebook.
Yeah, but I don't use it as much. I don't utilize it. Because fuck Mark. I don't fucking like him.
Yeah,
I
fuck the
don't-
Zuck.
I'm too old. Like I like because it's my go-to app anyway. But then I'm like, oh shit, I have Blue Sky. I should be like maybe building up on that, and I haven't. And
Yeah, neither have I, but I should.
because it's like Instagram, TikTok, it's like all of them together. The only difference is Facebook. You can have like conversations kind of thing and albums. Like I like Facebook though, like the way it is. I just don't like how it's run. Like I feel like somebody else should start a Facebook. That's not Facebook.
Like a MySpace?
Like a MySpace.
Oh my
Yes.
God, yes. Top
We miss
8.
Tom.
Yeah.
I put you guys in my top 2.
Yeah, because
And
like
then Chris.
that you guys were on my Steam friend list. You guys are in the top favorite bar.
Yeah.
Just you two. Yeah.
Yay.
I'm like, ooh, Kyle's not even there. I'm like, oh, it's my friends. We've never had a conversation on Steam chat, but like, you guys are my favorites. I was like, oh, these are.
I can't wait until you're back so that we can do like collab streams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I also
so much
just before like signing on to here, I just made a Twitch. So
Well,
I have-
we'll link it below.
well, I haven't
I
actually-
will link all of our Twitches below so people can follow us if you want to see us play games and do things.
Yeah.
So Kyle's like, that's an interesting game. Is it a game you actually want, or are you just trying to get a reaction when I looked it up? I'm like, I really want it.
John recommended it.
He'll know. You should know right away. Like right away.
You get to peg Patrick.
Yeah, and there's DLCs too that have like different storylines and stuff.
Yeah, like I got the
that.
Valentine's one. I got to get the Halloween and the Christmas one.
Yeah,
eventually.
So there's different stuff going on, and I think
There's a
still
Doja Cat
updating.
one too. But you have to pay for that one. But I don't know if I would want that one
He
anyway.
sent me like screenshots and there's like titties everywhere. He's like, are
Yeah.
you sure this is the one? I'm like, yeah,
That's definitely the one.
that is it. Yes.
Yeah, no. What's not to get? I don't
Yeah.
understand. I would love like Hooters Simulator.
Oh my god,
As
yes.
a waitress.
As a waitress.
Yeah.
Market it. Market it.
Market it.
We needed a game developer friend right
You
now.
Oh my god, you can make it multiplayer. So one of you is the cook, one of you is
one-
the waitress.
You be a customer?
Be a customer.
Yeah.
Go
eat
to
the
visit your
wings.
friends' restaurants, Hooters franchises.
Yeah.
It could be, and it's VR. Is you play it in the VR world.
You look down, it's all tits.
Yeah, like that's like, whoa,
yeah. This is the life.
Like looking at a mirror and you got like a nice bum now. You're like, yeah, bubba butt.
It's just the whole time you just keep looking at your avatar. That's all you're doing. You're like, fuck yeah. It's like tables piling up. You're like, no.
You're like 21 again. You're like, everything where it's supposed to be. Like, it's great. Gravity hasn't set in.
Oh my God. It's like, I was literally looking up plastic surgeons the other day. I was like, what? Like, I was like, if I lose enough weight, like I had a goal.
I was actually looking this up too.
Yeah, like, I was like, if I reach this weight, I'll book a consult. You know?
Was it because of a Facebook post on one of the mom groups? Because that's where some girl was on one of the Facebook groups, and she was talking about a plastic surgeon, and she was just asking like advice and stuff. So now I was looking it up because I was like, wait, I need to see.
No, actually, it was because my sister, she's always been very, like, if you guys think I have big tits, you should meet my sister. We're not even genetically related. It was just something in the milk that year in Belleville at Reed's Dairy. But she's always been well endowed, but it's causing her problems, everything like that. She's had her last kid, I believe. I don't think she's planning on having any more. And then she always wanted a breast reduction, but unfortunately, the lipo required is not covered under
for the side. Yeah.
So she either had to like earn like a couple $1,000 extra while taking care of 3 kids, or lose weight. She fucking dropped so much weight. She's like this little pretty little thing again, and I'm like, motivated, thank you. And then she went and she got her tits done, and they're obviously, if you have big tits and you lose a lot of weight, they droop, and now they're fucking perky little shits.
Yeah, because so when they do the breast reduction, like they do lift them, like, and whatever, but
they reconstruct your nipple, everything.
The only thing is that's not included with OHIP is your side lipo or your back lipo if you need it, and you need to lose like a certain amount of weight to make you proportioned. So or else they won't do it.
She fucking did it. She got her OHIP boob job, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not that lucky.
Well, that was my next on my list.
To do shit. So I'll go private, which is fine. But now I'm motivated. You know.
No, that's next on my list. Because David got his surgery, so now it's me.
His vasectomy, and you get a boob job.
Yeah. Living the life.
Go to Mexico. It's cheaper, and all drugs and stuff are included. Like you go and care.
Yeah, maybe
stay at a nice resort. Of course, you're so drugged up you don't realize you're at a nice resort, but the people with you while you get your work done will know you're at a nice resort.
Yeah, it's funny because sometimes you'll see the flights to certain places, and you can tell all the people that are going for either plastic surgery or coming back from plastic surgery, and the same things going to Turkey, all the Turkish hairline people, all the
they
bald
do the same
men
thing,
going to Turkey, coming back with plugs.
No, and also Turkey's cheaper for dental and doing full scans, so you can tell
cheaper everywhere but here. Okay,
again, Mexico cheaper to get your teeth. That's what I said is if we don't get our dental. If that doesn't get implemented, I'm going to have to go to Mexico.
Dental's implemented. We got the letter thing. Me and my husband do not qualify, but based on our income, our kids might.
Okay.
So we have to apply for just our kids at the moment.
Oh, yeah. No. The adults aren't there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the
seniors.
The under 18.
This is funny because I
above.
thought we wouldn't qualify at all.
Well, that's good. It's
this is a sign.
Yeah.
Unless they're just fucking me. And they're apply and then get denied. And then I'm going to fuck you, Trudeau, one last time.
We keep getting denied for the dental for the kids because on the CR, my account, whatever, they put part of their middle names where their first name is. And I'm like, how the fuck? Because and then so it doesn't match up.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
so
my
they're like, no,
God,
it doesn't
yeah.
match up. So I have to like get brave enough to talk to somebody at CRA to be like, can you change this?
And good luck, because you're going to be on hold for like 6 hours.
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
the
be on
problem. Like
there.
yeah, it's not good. So I'm like, oh great. They have like an online chat you can talk to somebody, but it's shit.
It's computerized. It's GPT. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty much like AI. It's not an actual person.
Yeah, they don't let you edit any information.
And they
on
give
the
you a
account.
choice of what to ask. Like you cannot type in your own question. You have to like click the options.
Yeah.
And
No,
stupid.
So my oldest, his name was changed when he was 6 years old. So because his original name was Braden, but his middle name was my ex's middle name that he's been trying to name a kid that. So I was like, I'm not keeping that if he's gonna name some future kid that with some other baby mama that and his last name, and I wanted my son to have my last name. So at 6 years old we changed it, and getting like they wouldn't count him as a dependent because it didn't match his name. I had to change his name on every fucking thing. I was like, are you kidding me? Got a whole new SIN number, which is now on paper, so his SIN card's invalid. Sucked, but yeah, CRA sucks.
Yes, it is. Oh my! But they changed it online now, where you can have an advocate do the stuff for you. So they changed it. Are you doing it, or is somebody doing it on your behalf?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can click it. So like that's good. So that's like I good like because people don't all know how to use the computer,
Computers.
so it's good to have help.
Yeah,
and it's good to monitor it where like they have to put their information in. So if something gets fucked or like you like try to steal somebody's identity, like there's a little paper trail.
A little
thing.
protection there.
Yeah, yeah, just a little, because that's why they're like, oh, you can't call on someone else's behalf because like we can't share the information. I'm like, they're sitting right here. Like, so it's good now that they have that option.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some of us are introverts and can't talk to people on the phone. Like I can call for anybody. For myself, it's hard.
I gotta set a day aside. Like one day is my phone call day, and this is where all my phone calls get done. Oh, you need me to call you? Well, you can wait till next week's day.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not.
I do the same thing actually. Like I have a certain days where I have to do phone calls, or a certain day where I have to answer all my emails, or like a certain day like I have to do certain days or certain things.
Yes.
Doctor day.
Doctor day. I like if I can make one phone call, I can do more because I've already pulled off broken the seal, pulled off the phone call band-aid.
Yeah, starting is the hardest part.
Yeah. It's like when you're like getting like a needle or something and you're like, okay, wait, I'm not ready. And then you get it and you're like, oh, fuck, it's nothing. And then you're like, I can get another one. But
and then you're on heroin.
You're on heroin. It's fine. It's fine. Like when I was doing surrogacy, I had to take like hormones and stuff, and Kyle had to like stick me with a needle. It fucking was like a Charlie horse every single time. I'm like, I'm not ready. But then like after the pain, like he just did it, and then I'm like, okay, it hurt, but it's over, so it's fine. Like if I have to do another one today, it'll be cool. But no, you have to do them daily. So then I have to like
psych yourself up at every single day.
Yeah. It was difficult.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is like that's why I'm saying like I'm an extrovert, but I feel like I'm introverted if I don't get the face to face.
Oh, you need like
I need to read your body cues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's important to me. Like I even find like even talking to people like Discord and stuff, like just voice chat. I'm like, are you joking? Is that I can never join. I can't read it. I can't read what you're doing.
No. Yeah, we're like, oh, join voice chat. Like that's not happening.
Like, I've done it. Sometimes I just fucking do it, but then I'm always like weirdly awkward. I'm just like, is my mic working? Is it working?
Hi, can you hear me? Check. It's always a check.
Check 1 2 3.
So anyone final thoughts on introvert extrovert?
No. I think I am the perfect amount of both.
Yeah, I like who I am.
Yeah.
If you
I would
don't, well,
hate
then
being
fuck
an
you.
extrovert. I would hate being the opposite of what I am. So,
well, that's because you are the way you are, right? Like it's. Oh no, some people want to change. They're like, I want to be more personable. I was like, no, ew.
I like being the bitch I am. I really do. I like being miserable. I like being cranky looking. I'm fine with it.
People still flock to you.
I fucking don't know why.
You're like, oh, leave me alone. Or they're like, nah.
Like, okay, so remember how Jessica's talking about this podcast, like camp thing? I literally in the beginning was sitting by myself at the goddamn picnic table with like a magazine, and I'm just sitting there minding my own fucking business. Some dude comes along and he sits beside me. He's like, "Hi," and I'm like, so now I know I have to like be turned up, like start talking. So I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" He smiles and then he turns off and fucks off, and I'm like, literally, dude, like I didn't even want to talk to you, and you came and approached me. And then fucked off anyway. I could have done that.
It's the tism. Just fucking diagnose people on the spot.
Half the podcasters are either I feel like it's like they're either business podcasts, which I feel like are all men, mostly straight, and then autistic people. Like there's no in between.
Yeah. Because
finance business bros or autistics.
Yeah, or autists. Those are who become podcasters.
Creative autists. Yeah. It sounds like artist, but it's autist.
I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. Like a fucking accent.
Well, Stephanie Hurst out there, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Stephanie Hurst, our VIP Patreon. What do we think? Do we think she's?
I think she's an introvert. I think
she's extrovert. No, I think she's.
She kind of has like a loud sense of humor, like we do, but you guys are introverts too, and have that sense of humor in this space.
Yeah.
So it's hard to gauge.
It's a safe space. I find we are a safe space for like a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, I'm so shy," but then like they really turn around and like talk a lot of shit. I feel like we're a safe space for people to just be themselves. So even though people are introverts, they tend to be more outspoken than they usually are.
Yeah. So we start the conversation talking about our assholes personally.
Yeah.
And they just feel like, oh, well, now I can talk about anything.
That's right. Like they're talking about anus. Like there's nothing I can say that would be awkward.
She just mentioned her hemorrhoids. I feel like now talking about my podcast might be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They are like very like close with pink eye and they understand it. I think it's fine.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Stephanie Hurst, for hanging in there. If you want to be a VIP Patreon and have your name read at the end of this episode, our future episodes, follow us on Patreon at the highest tier, or you can join at any tier. And at the $5 and up tier, you get access to our pre-drinks episodes where we just talk shit or play drinking games or whatever we want to do before we record this. There's lots there, lots of bonus content. We're like over 100 episodes in, so you got hours of extra content for $5 a month.
Yeah.
Bam. There you go. All our socials are on our website, uneditedlushes.com.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out all our Twitches underneath in the description and the links below. And we'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Bye.